Hello my friends, so I'm going to make a video about the screw cutting attachment I made for my Schaublin 17 lathe. I share the information of it in some groups, and to my surprise the response was phenomenal, people asking me about it, and so I thought it would be a good idea to share everything. So first, I will do a general description of what is it, and then I will go into detail of every single component I've made and how to make them. Okay. So there's a bunch of gears. I will put on the description of the video uh, um, the years and some links and to everything. So don't worry if I don't go into the detail of all of them. Then I made a couple of books that basically are all the year combinations with a 40 uh, tooth teeth, um, a year, and also with a 33. Okay, so because um, what I need is to make screws. I work on making very old screws for machinery that do not have any standard, do not follow any standard. They are screws that were made more than 100 years ago, so they are all with very odd sizes. So I work on restoring mechanical music devices, and often I found screws that are missing or nuts that are also missing, and I have to replicate them. And you cannot buy tabs for them. So um, I made this device, and I chose a lot of years, so I can make almost any pitch or TPI that you can imagine. I can make them with all the different combinations. I will go into detail later about that. Okay, so I will now put the camera on top, so you will have a view from above, and I will go into the detail of every part that you have to make. Okay, see you later. Here we are again. So this is the top view of the Schaublin lathe, and I'm going to try to explain you what I did. And I think I will have to do it dismantling everything so you can see every piece and what are the critical measurements and so on and so forth. Okay, so first of all, how this works: you have A, B, C, and D years. A is this one. In this case, it can be 40. So you take this book with all the 40 you see here, A, B, C, and D, and what pitch it gives, and pitch and TPI, the equivalent. Okay, if you put here a 33 year, then you will have to choose the other book. That's for now. So how this works: um, the screw or whatever you want to make a thread is here. It turns, and when it turns, with the multiplication or demultiplication of the different years, it makes move this the carriage of the lathe. I think you are not seeing it. Let me move it a little bit. Here it is. You see, it moves. So first thing you have to do is to modify the screw here. It comes with this part here, and here the screw here goes to this pivot. So you have to remove this, but there's a screw underside, and you have to make a little part, let me try to see if you can, maybe you can see it. It's not too dramatic to move it. Okay, here you see it. Okay, you see it there. Okay, there it is. The feed screw at the end has a flat, so you have to make a piece with this slot here to make that flat. You can see it there. And here what I did is to put 3 ball bearings, 1 in this side, 2 on this side. Let's put this together again. Like this. Okay, everything is moving again. Okay, so I choose a very long shaft because I have collets for many sizes, but not all of them. So I always I can also use this kind of expandable collet, but this makes the carriage to need to be more further away. So by choosing this length, and I will put the link of this, I can put it here or I can put it here. Okay, so it gives a way more way more flexibility. So okay, so this part is already explained. This is but that will go on another chapter. How to make the bead to very accurately to make the thread, and the angle, it depends the angle on the kind of screw. That's a whole other video, and you can see it on other videos. So let's see what other pieces I did. Bear with me one moment. So before dismantling everything, you will see on the book that for every, imagine for example this is a 3mm screw and I want to make a 50, oh sorry, my gloves are breaking. I can also make the video without the gloves. So we have a 0.5 pitch screw, and as you can see here, there are many different combinations. Okay, I have about 10, and here, from here to here, all that. Okay, different combinations. Not all of them will work. Why? Because if the ears are, for example, too small, I will not reach the A ear. Or if they are too big, or this, for example, the B is too small, it will hit the A without hitting the idler. So not all the combinations are valid. So what I do is when I have to make a thread, I try different combinations, and when I find a good one, I put a check mark on that one. If I find some combination that is not working, I just put a little cross. Let me go on detail with this part here. Let me move the lathe. Okay, another important thing, you need a VFD for making screws. You have to be able to turn the lathe very slowly, or disengage the belt and make here a crank and crank it by hand. I can, let me show you, I can really turn it with the VFD very slowly, and it stops on the spot. So it's not as scary as you can imagine. And you can also always break it here, and so you have one hand on the switch and the other hand on the spindle, so you can, in a case of emergency, stop it and make the belt slip. Okay, let's go with the different parts. Let me pause the video, and I will show you a different angle. Okay, so first let me make a clarification. I did this attachment with what I had on hand. So I was not specifically strict on using the appropriate materials, or this is a work tool, so it should be functional and not pretty. So let me dismantle everything so you can see the different pieces that must be made. First of all, this, call it arbor, is the one that I use on the other side. It's longer than the normal one, and I did this washer to adjust it here. You can also use the normal one, but then you will have to either make a new shaft, or making this gear larger so you can so this bearing can make contact inside here. In my case, I only had this one, so I adapted to use with this washer. And this washer, the measurements are whatever you need. You need to go through. It needs to go through this and make more or less concentric contact with this. So nothing very special. Then you will notice that I have this kind of strange thumb screws. Why I put these ones? Because I don't have, well, I can make the notches. I don't know the name in English. I forgot that. The notches to make to attach the gear to the shaft. So I don't have them, and I made something that is a little bit alternative, and it works for both B, C, and D gears. So basically what I did is to make a jig on the drill and the chamfer screw in the same position in every single gear. Okay, so I can attach them to the shaft, and this I can make them to turn at the same time. So let me put this again back. What I have here is a shaft. I put some washers. Be prepared to have some washers, because the gears are not all of them of the same thickness. They are more or less, but sometimes to put a washer helps you to adjust the alignment of the gears. So this is let me open it. This year, this shaft goes all the way to the other side, to the transmission. Has a collet here that you're also going to see. None of these measurements are critical. The thickness of the year will be whatever thickness you have on the years. So nothing must be exactly as I did. Okay, so you can see here it's a simple shaft with a little plate to make it thick enough for the year, and with a little shaft to make it turn with the year, and here a little flat to adapt it to the transmission. Then inside here I have a tube that is threaded and with a bigger turned part. This is aluminium with the enough thickness to align this with this year to this this year. This year can be of any size. The only thing it makes is to reverse the direction of the years. It is necessary to allow to go to the in the good direction. So again, this piece is also the cut I made was for this part, and this part. Okay, I can send you the files, and you can cut them with laser or with water jet. Okay, I'm running out of light, so I will hurry up in this video. I didn't remember a word before. Keyway. Making keyways on gears is very slowly, a very slow process if you don't have the arbor press and the correct tool. You can do it on the lathe, but it's a horrible task. So that's why I did this. We were here. So this is a part that doesn't come on the design because you have to turn it. Is of the same diameter of this, okay, and this is about 3 millimeters. Whatever you need to align all the gears. It will depend on how far is this one, how far is this one, and all goes in line. Okay. I attach it with this. This is just a tube with a thread, and it fits the shaft this way. There's a very small problem if you don't tight a lot this here. With the weight of the gears, it can come loose. So I'm planning to make a little modification to tap here a little hole, so it will go against this one, so it will not allow it to come loose with the force of the weight of the gears. The other option is to just put a drop of glue of super glue, or just tight it, make it tighter. Okay, this part. Gears A, idling, B, and C. Okay, B and C. B and C shares the same shaft. Again, instead of putting keyways, I did this trick. And this is also a very simple piece. You just have to You see, it's a very simple piece that I made two slots here, and I modify an IKEA key so it can come here, and you can attach it like that. Okay, so you can move it, and this is in Spain we call it a fence bolt, because you have a square here. The square, I just file it a little bit so it slides smoothly here. So the idea is very simple. You just make a shaft long enough to allow 2 gears with a spacer that I will show you now, with 2 slots to allow to fix it at any position. I made it this long to allow as many combinations as possible, and also maybe to put another idler if it's needed, because there are left-hand screws, and well, I put it this long so I can put the biggest gear here without touching the table. Okay, it is very convenient to be this long, because when you are adjusting the gears, you just put it like this, come here, work here, and then come back and make them mesh without having to work here. It is very inconvenient. Okay, what else? The idler gear is more of the same. In this case, I had also a different kind of screw that I used, and it's just, let me remove it. It's just a fence screw here in this slot with a spacer, and this kind of bolts that are used on furniture. But you can make it whatever you want. You just have to make a shaft. I make this. I could also have made one like this and put a screw like this one on this end. Okay. A little interruption while I was checking the video. I saw that I forgot to mention something. Is how I fix together B and C gears. So as you can see here, there's a thumb screw, and the trick here is to make a washer thick enough so you can put a little nut here, and with in this case a 3mm screw, what you do is that you put the screw on one of the gears, the B gear, the one that goes inside, then you put the washer, then you put the other screw, the other gear, and here you are with the thumb screw, and you have them together so they turn at the same time. Okay, and finally there is the A gear. That is nothing but let me remove the set screw. Okay, what I did is to the keyway, I removed the I don't know the name of the piece that goes here. I remove it, and I use this as the place where the set screw engages. This is just a tube, internal diameter whatever you have here, external diameter whatever you made on the gear, and you can have in my case 33 I think, and a 40 gear. Okay, and then these are the parts that are on the files. They are very simple. You just Let me remove them and we will finish the video. This follows the pattern of the accessory socket that we have on the Schaublin lathe. And I have 2 additional screws to fit to put those pieces together. Here you see the other fence screw. Okay, and that's it, my friends. As you can see, there are no critical measurements, there are not critical dimensions that you have to follow or it will not work. You can go little by little building and making your own decisions as long as in the process of building. Okay, and that's it. I hope it helps, and I will put on the comments some links and also my email, and feel free to contact me if you need some specific help or whatever question you will have. Okay, so thank you. I hope you enjoy it. Cheers.